Hey everybody, today we're going to be discussing the 2024 and 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 electric vehicle. It is very interesting, and of course, any Hyundai product we want to look at, you want to make sure to check them out at Hyundai of Newport, and they have a brand new showroom. We're going to talk about the Ioniq 5. They also have an Ioniq 5N, which is ultra fast and very sporty, but today we're going to focus on just the 5. So these start just about above $40,000, $41,800. They get up to 300 miles of range and power up to about 320 horsepower, and they do have the available H-Track all-wheel drive. Now the great thing about electric cars with all-wheel drive is they can monitor the spinning and traction of the wheels so many more times and so much more effectively than with a gasoline engine that it allows the car to have unbelievable traction and stability in whatever kind of conditions you're driving in. So it comes in rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. And if we scooch down here, we can see that it is an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, and it comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, which just happens to be America's best warranty. I really like the shape of this car. When it came out, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a Lancia Delta Integrale. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It is a famous rally car from the 90s that dominated, that was four-wheel drive. Some people say Lancia, some people say Lancia, which is how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I've always heard the Top Gear guys say Lancia, so that's how I say it. And I think it's a very cool shape. I really like the back of it. It looks like nothing else on the road. Somebody that frequents a local place that I know very well has one of these. And I was really impressed with the quality of the interior, the fit and finish, and just the overall drive of the car, because of course I had to go for a ride, right? So as we go down here, it has these great retro looks. Like I said, plenty of incentives now that it's because it's an electric vehicle. And if we go down here, it comes in a few different specifications. So the Ioniq 5 comes in a bunch of different trim levels. To start, it has the SE with the standard range, which gives you 220 miles, 125 kilowatts. It still has the ultra-fast charging, 19-inch alloy wheels, and importantly, even the entry-level model still has the dual 12.3-inch HD display, which is super easy to read and super easy to use. You move up to the SE. This gives you 300 miles of range, 303 of all electric, and the all-wheel drive gets you 260 miles of range. This one has 168 kilowatts, 225 horsepower, and the all-wheel drive has 320 horsepower. Of course, it has the ultra-fast charging and the 19-inch alloy wheels. If you've ever driven an electric car, get in one. The instantaneous acceleration, even with your most basic cooking models, is flabbergasting. Because there's no gears, there's no, some of them have 2 speeds, this one happens to be a single speed, but because the electric motors have instantaneous torque from any RPM, the acceleration, especially from a stop or from slower speeds, is out of this world, even on the basic cooking models, like I said. So you move up to the SEL, you get the same range, but it gives you the Highway Driving Assist Plus, and of course the wireless charging. And then if you move all the way up, still very affordable. Similar range, the 320 horsepower, the driving assist, the wireless charging, and then you move up to the limited that gives you all the high-end options, the vision roof, the premium heads-up display with augmented reality, and it's just a really neat vehicle. So now we're going to check out this limited model, which gives you the vision roof, the 260 to 303 miles of range, and it has the premium heads-up display, blind spot view monitor, remote smart parking assist, all kinds of goodies. And if we go down here, this has the surround view monitor, which is great. So we have 360 degrees and our backup camera, and we can use this to move around the vehicle. Super useful in tight parking situations and parking garages. We go down here to the vision roof. This is a panoramic roof. There's no bar across like you get in a normal panoramic roof. It goes all the way back, which gives this cabin a very airy feel. The premium heads-up display we have here, which will show you your cruise control and how fast you're going and all the goodies that you can just glance at. Integrated memory for the driver's seat on this. Premium remote parking, which is really neat. You can actually park this vehicle by itself in between 2 cars, say if they're really close together. We have the parking collision avoidance assist, blind spot monitoring. We even have a Bose premium stereo and a vehicle to load. We have 120 volts right here, so you can plug in a laptop or even a charger or even an amplifier if you're camping and you want to play a little guitar. So we're going to scoot down here. They call this a driver's seat with relaxation function, which I really love. The one I was in did not have this, but if you notice, a lot of new car seats, if you have to like pull over on the side of the road and take a quick nap, the seats don't go back very far, as I found out. So this has a nice relaxing seat. We have rear window side shades, 8-way power adjustable passenger seat, which you do not get in most vehicles, by the way. And as we go down here, the rain sensing wipers, ventilated front seats, the cargo cover, the premium door sills. Now this looks maybe like a small vehicle, but it's actually a little bit larger in person than you might think. That Lancia Delta Integrale I was talking about earlier is actually probably 3/4 size of this. So you have plenty of room in the back here, and you can see this one has the optional cargo cover. And you can see that huge display up there, which is very easy to read and nice and bright, even in sunny conditions. H-Tech seating surfaces, power folding mirrors. I think now this picture doesn't know justice. The LED projector headlights on this look really neat, not only at night, but even during the day and in dusk. When it's coming at you, you're like, what is that? It's very cool to see. It has the premium LED accent lighting in the front, the full display rear view mirror, so if you have everything loaded up in the back, it gives you that digital display of what's behind you with a camera instead of the actual mirror. The ambient lighting, which I'm always a fan of. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. You can get it in a bunch of different colors. I always prefer blue, and I like it in this. It even goes around the speaker here, which I think is kind of neat. Cup holders galore in this vehicle. Rear air conditioning vents, which is a weird thing to mention, but when your passengers get in, you're going from the beach, it's like 95 degrees. The rear air conditioning vents are a godsend, especially for passengers. And we talked about the optional H-Track all-wheel drive. We have our charge port there. It has the auto retracting flush door handles, which I think are really neat. We do that for the seat. It's not only cool, it helps the CD factor, the coefficient of drag to give you a little extra mileage, and it's all the little things that they do that give you that extra mileage, like the auto retracting flush door handles, among other items. Wireless charging, of course, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It has a hands-free smart liftgate with auto open. Is this enough options for everybody? This is a lot of things. We go down here, 60/40 split, the LED daytime running lights, which I told you look really neat in person. It really does no justice on here. Side mirrors with turn signal indicators. Another thing for the active drag reducing qualities of this vehicle, the active grille shutter. So those open and close based on cooling needs. So it's a little more slippery through the air. The 12.3-inch touchscreen, which we touched on, no pun intended. And then the steering wheel mounted audio and cruise controls. Now this has lane following assist, driver attention warning, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert. It has all kinds of safety goodies, and that's what helps it be an IIHS top safety pick. It's really a vehicle that has few options missing. The LED taillights are also really neat. It's something straight out of Blade Runner. I think these are really cool on the road. Have I mentioned that? It even has an EV start-stop button, so you're not like, is it going, is it not going? So you actually press a start-stop, which a lot of electric vehicles don't have. So if you're switching from a gas vehicle over to an electric vehicle, it's gonna drive just like one, but it's just gonna have a lot more punch right off the line, and pretty much anywhere. The electric vehicles are crazy. So HD radio, rear spoiler, regenerative braking, paddle shifters, and dual automatic climate control. Now, that's a lot of options for a vehicle, is it not? If you're looking to get into one of these, I really suggest to see one in person, because I think the photos really don't do the vehicle justice. I think they look really neat on the road. They look like, you know, like I said previously, that it's an interesting looking vehicle. It doesn't look like anything else. It's its own thing, which I think is really neat. I love the angular design, and it comes, as I just mentioned, super well equipped, especially when you get into the upper trim level models. If you want to check one of these out, make sure to check them out of Hyundai of Newport, West Main Road. Like I mentioned, they have a brand new showroom. They have plenty of these. They'd love to take you for a test drive, see it in person, enjoy it, and enjoy it as much as the one that I drove.